Hello everyone, this is Surya Teja and I am from Prakashrapalam village in East Godavari district, and I have been trained as a stack developer at NxtWave, and today I am here to explain my React.js mini project, which is a movies app and it is a clone to Netflix. And without any further late, let's get started. And before entering, let's see the interface and appearance of the application first, and then let's deep dive into the code of that application. Okay. This is the link of the application. I deployed it in an CCBP platform, and these are all my React.js mini projects, and I will show them later one by one. And let's see the interface of this movies application first. Yeah, as you can see this is the login page of the application, and you can see there is a movies tab, which means the logo of the application, and with the background image, and this is the login form. And this login form, you can see there's user input and password input, and there's a login button also. And you can see there is some stylings around this form, and you can also see some pre-filled user details already. When we click on this login button, this will redirect to the login page of the application. This is the login page of the movies application. You can see that there's a movies and there's some Clifford, the movie's title name, and some it is a movie. And you can see that there's a trending now section, and there's a top rated section, and this is the original section. And you can see this there are some added some hover effects to the movies, and you can see they can scroll like this by clicking on this arrow, and this is called a sliding option. I will explain it to you later. And this is the top rated section, just same like the trending now section. They are also be moved like this, and this is the original section. And you can see this there is a footer section. In this footer section you can see some icons which are linked to the social media accounts, and is a contact us. Okay, and this is the home section actually. When we click on the home button, each and every time there's a new movie with the title and will appear. Just this is like an appearance for this movie, for this application. And this is the popular section. In this popular section also you can see this there are a lot of movies is displayed. You can see that, and I added some hover effects to that also, and some border effects, and you can see all of them. And this is a search functionality. And for suppose if we click spider, and when we click enter button, you can see the titles with the name spider will be displayed here. And this is the search functionality for this application. And you can see this is the account section. In this account section you can see the membership details, and it's an email ID and it's a password, and what type of plan we are having here we can see here. And this is a logout button. When I click this logout button, we will redirect it to the login page when we actually started, where we actually started. And when we click on the logo button also, we can it will display the home page. And you can see there's a HR tag, a line tag, and trending now button, top rated button. And we can also see each and individual movie. For example, if you click on the Shang-Chi, you can see this. There's a movie background with Shang-Chi and title and movie details, and you can see what type of genre it belongs and in which type of audio the movie available, and the rating of this movie, and the budget, and when the movie released. And you can also see this related to the genre of this movie, with some other movies also displayed down here on that movie down section. You can see this, and in this section also I added some hover effects and border effects. And yeah, this is the total movie application, home, popular, and I think I explained everything just for the interface and the appearance. Once we dive into the code section, and I will explain it component wise. Okay, let's log out to the home page. Yeah, this is a login page. Okay, before that deep dive into the application, I just want to tell you one thing, that after passing my test cases, uh, before the test cases, the application is not just like this, and there is no border effects like this, because for to pass the test cases of for the test cases given by the NxtWave, I didn't made any changes And after completion of my test cases, and I completely modified this website for looking and appearance purpose. So please be noticed that this is not the original test cases application. I modified it completely after my test cases passed for the appearance and visibility appearance. Not much. I changed not much too heavily, but I have made a major changes such as you seen already, right? Hovering effects and border effects and some padding effects like that. I added a little bit of changes, so nothing much to worry. So let's get deep dive into the coding section. Let's see the code of the application. I will show you it in VS File Editor. Yeah, this is the file folder of the mini project application. Here you can see the components and app.js file and index.js file. And you already know about this app.js and index.js files. These are the heart of this application. And from the application where it begins is this app.js file and index.js file. In this app.js file, you can see we use the switch and route, which are third-party applications. So by help of this switch and route, uh, we can redirect to any link that we want to move. Uh, if the path that we entered in URL matched with these components, then it will automatically redirect to that component if we use this switch route components. And these switch route components are third-party applications, and we can import from React Router DOM. And these are all the components that we are imported from this component section. Let's see all of them one by one. And before explaining those components, let me explain what is React and what are single page and multi-page applications, and what are the advantages of these components. Okay, we can see this. React is one of the open source JavaScript library, and this is introduced by Facebook, and, uh, and with this help of this React, we can develop these websites and UI interfaces in an effective way. And what is a single page and multi-page, and what are the differences? Let's see. Single page and multi-page both are used to develop the websites and UIs, but the main advantage of the single page application is it creates a virtual DOM, and first one and second one is it only re-renders what component we require. But when compared to multi-page application, in multi-page application, the whole website will re-render when we click on something. For example, in single page application, if we click on some header section, only that header section will be re-rendered, and this helps to the fast optimization of the website. And when we compare with the multi-page application, when we click on some header section, it will download all the HTML, JavaScript, and files of the HTML, JavaScript, and CSS files, and it will display it after the completion of the download and execution. So it will take time, and it also not the fast as compared to the single page application. This is the main difference between multi-page and single page, and that's the reason why people are mostly using this React application for developing single page applications. And this movies application are also single page applications. That means all the components and all the websites are mentioned in the single page, but when we require something, when we click on that particular link or website, it will redirect to that website or that component within the same page. And that means we don't have to move to some other page and use some other website, but it is mentioned in the same page, but we can't see that until and unless we click on it. Okay. This is the main single page application and the advantages, and let's see the components one by one, and I will explain it with the help of the website itself. Let me have a minute. Yeah, yeah, you can see this. Firstly, I have to log in. Yeah, yeah, this is the first of all, this is an index.js file in account section. This is the component. uh, First of all, I forgot to mention what are components. Components, as I already mentioned, that is a piece of code which we can reuse on each and every time when we require, and the whole single page applications will be break down into the more large number of components, and these are all the components that will break down uh, of this application breakdown of this application. Let's see one by one. This is the account section. In this account section you can see this is the css file. CSS file means all rounder is nothing but the styling of this application, and this is the index file. And you can see this in this index file I have imported the header section. That means that in this account section also we commonly wanted this header section. That's why this is the header section. uh, this is the header section, and after that you can see this there's an account, and there's a membership, and there's a plan details, and there's a logout button. Yeah, this is all about account section. And coming to the footer section, yeah, this is the photo section. In this photo section, we have used a third-party application called React Fonts, and this React Fonts, yeah, React Icons. Sorry, React Icons. These are imported from the React Icons.fa. This is some third-party application, and the main. And I forgot to mention one of the another advantage of the React is the React contains a large community and a large number of third-party packages, third-party libraries, which are helps to easy our work burden, such as downloading such type of fonts and such type of icons, and uh, and there is another concept also, React hooks, and I will explain it on some other time. Yeah, for this time, yeah, in this component we imported these icons as third party packages. Yeah, here you can see the photo section. I will show you. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, this is the photo section. This if here Google, this icon belongs to this this piece of code, and this is the Twitter one, and this is the Instagram one, this is the YouTube one, and this is the contact setting. This is the photo section, and now let's move on to the header section. Yeah, this is the header section. This is common in every component. You can see this in the popular component, it is common, home component, it is common, and even in second component also it is common. And this is about the header section. In this header section, there is a large piece of code. I can't explain each and everything, but I can simply say that mm, in this, it help of in this heading includes all the functionalities related to this application, such as when we click on this particular popular button, the display will be rendered like this, and when we click on this account button, uh, and apart from where we are actually in, that means we are in account section or popular section and home section, the header always will be function. That is the reason this head contains a large piece of code, and I will explain it in further time, and because it's a large amount of code. And this is the home section. Home section is nothing but when we log into this application, the first display page is the home page application. You can see this in this home page application. You can see the heading page, and at the bottom you can also see this trending section, and this is the trending section, and this is the top rated section, and this is the original section. Yeah, this is the original section. We didn't mention the other component for this, for the original section. We mentioned it in this component itself. Yeah, yeah, this is the login route. As already we seen that this is the login route. In this login route, we had a form element and input elements, and such so on. And let's see the movie details section. Yeah, in this movie details section, we for suppose if you click on this movie, yeah, yeah, this is a movie section component. In this movie section component, you can see this is the movie section component up to this, and down there this is also included in movie section component, but they will redirect it to some other components. And for more onwards, up to this only, This is the movie section component. And let's move on to the movie item. Yeah, yeah, movie item is nothing but, yeah, this is the movies item, more like this. These all are coming under this movie item details, and this is the list. The details of the list will be displayed one by one, and this is the not found section. For example, if we move on to the home section and with something type like, yeah, you can see this is the not found section. When we click on something which is not in the application, this displayed this not found application, not found component. Last year, sorry, go to home. When I click on this home button and it redirect to the home section. Yeah, you can see this. There's a link, go to home button. When I click on this link helps to redirect to the home component. Yeah, this is the not found section. And popular section, as I already mentioned, yeah, this is in heading. There's a popular section is there. In this popular section, you can see some movies also. Yeah, this is about popular section component in protected root. Yeah, this protected root helps to uh, how can I say, this protected root helps to the when we access something. If for to explain this protected root, I just need to say some extra information. uh, for example, if we are entering into this login page, we have entered some username and password, right? If the username and password details are not in the APIs, then it will shows that we are not the user of this application. For example, if we type like this Rahul K, you can see this, there's an invalid username. And if we, as the same way, if we enter some other wrong information, the error will be displayed here. This is happens why? Because of, if we are current member, there is a if we have if we successfully log into this application, there is a creation of JWT token, and this JWT token will be inserted into the cookies of the this local website, uh, this browser. And each and every time we try to log in on this application, we have to move in around this application. This JWT token will help to authorize you that you are a current application member, and it helps to authorize you to browse the particular website. And after some particular time, this cookies will be expired. uh, we can mention the day time also in number of days. If we for suppose I will show you in code. Yeah, you can see here that, yeah, in on submit section, when when you enter login and the response is success, and you can see thus there's a cookies dot set. We are setting that the JW token has to be in cookies for expiry is 30, and that means we have to keep, we have inserting this JW token to be in cookies for 30 days. After completion of 30 days, the cookies will automatically get expired. After that expiration, when we try to log in, then it says that you are not an authorized person. That means that we are not authorized to open that particular website. So this is how this login page works. And just like on this on each and every component also, this JW token plays a key role on authorization and authentication purpose. And let's see where we stop. Yeah, search root. Yeah, in this search root, as I already mentioned, in this search root, the functionality such as if we entered something like Godzilla. Yeah, the movie's titles with the Godzilla will be displayed here, and the code that are required for this functionality is mentioned in this search root itself. And this is the top rated section, as I already mentioned, where we can see, yeah, this is the top rated section. Yeah, you can see this. Yeah, this is the top rated section, and this is the trending section. These two components are belongs to this particular components. And the last and final one, and video slider. Yeah, this is a video slider, and this video slider is a third party library, and I imported from this React Slick, and you can see this in import section also. And along with this, we imported some other CSS sliding file and CSS carousel file of this React sliding. And you can see this React sliding is a third party library functionality that I imported directly, and in that library we centered the data to be displayed as a movie wise. Yeah, this is how this functionality works. And we show, yeah, these are all the details for that particular slider option, uh, how many files to be displayed, and how the scrolling function has to be, and what is the smoothness of scrolling, and you can see all this in here. And this is a written JSX. JSX is nothing but JavaScript in XML, which means that the HTML code in JavaScript, the React directly cannot understand this JSX, but it can convert this JSX into JavaScript by using some frameworks such as Babel, and we can see this Babel and Prettier, all these in JPEG.json files, and these are all dependencies that required for to develop this particular website. And this is the code of this particular application, and I explained it very shortly, and due to we have no enough time for this application explanation. And you can see, and I mentioned the GitHub link of this application down there in the description, and you can download my code from there onward also, and I'll display the link of the application also. You can go through your application, and if you want to know the details of this particular, yeah, I will show you. Wait, and this password. Yeah, yeah, this is the username and password. If you want to log into through the application, from here onwards you can log in. Username is Rahul and password is Rahul at the 2020. These are the pre-filled username passwords. We cannot mention our own, and these are given by the NxtWave. And yeah, this is the complete description and complete details of this login page and this movies application. If you had any doubts, please comment below, and I will try to explain myself. And I think I explained my best. Yeah, in this application, we can also add some extra features such as when we click on this play button, we have to maintain some data in API such that when we click on this particular play button, the trailer of this movie has to be displayed, because we all know that the trailers of these movies are in YouTube. So if we have the data of these movies and their YouTube links in a particular data of APIs, data in APIs, so we can display them here itself by using React carousels, third-party libraries. Yeah, and we can also add some extra features such as in this account section we can maintain some extra plans. If we want to change into that particular plan, we can change it, and we can also add some dark theme and light theme for this application also. And yeah, we can add some shows also here. Yeah, just like home and popular, we can add some particular shows under uh, mm, what we can call, yeah, mm, documentaries. Yeah, it's documentaries. We can add some of them also. uh, yeah, these are all about my application and what we can add additionally. And I already mentioned that the GitHub link of this application is mentioned below, and the application of this particular website also mentioned below. So go through this application, and thank you each and everyone.